How's it going everyone? Welcome to the first Starfield video on the channel. In today's video, I'm showing you all on how to get your hands on these vendor chests outside of the map, as well as how to get your hands on free ships from the ship vendor in New Atlantis. Now, if you find any of the information in this video useful, you can go ahead and support me by getting this video to 25 likes. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the guide. Now, before attempting this glitch, you're going to need roughly around 40 to 200k, so you have enough credits to buy an actual ship. From here, just go to New Atlantis Jemison, which is the spaceport, and here you'll find the vendor that sells ships. Now, from here, you just want to go ahead and buy any of the ships that this vendor is offering. It really doesn't matter which one you buy, you just want to go ahead and just spend some money on this guy. The way the vendor's inventory work in Starfield is that they all have a chest right below them outside of the map, and if you played Skyrim back in the day, you would remember that there was a glitch where you can go out of the map and pretty much steal everything from the vendors. Now, in Skyrim, you could actually refresh the vendor's loot. However, in Starfield, the items do not refresh when you wait 12 to 24 hours. It's always the amount that you actually give them. So what this essentially means is that we can actually just get anything we buy from these vendors for free. If it's your first time doing this glitch, then the vendors will definitely have some credits as well as some other loot inside of the chest, so it's definitely worth doing. So now we need to go to the commercial district, but for those of you that don't have this area unlocked, don't worry, just follow the path I take by going to the lodge. Once you've reached the Nat train, you can just go ahead and interact with it, and you can go to the commercial district from here. Once you reach the commercial district, we'll be starting the glitch from this point on. Before continuing, I would recommend that you bring along some med kits as well as some food that increases your O2 regeneration as well as capacity. Now, you just want to follow me from this point on. Just head down over here and you'll see this support beam, and you want to actually make your way to that support beam in the middle. Now from here, we want to jump across towards those trees. And once you've made it across, just follow the path I'm taking by running down in the same direction. Now your goal here is to just make it across to the second structural piece on the other side. And then you want to aim for the same ledge that I'm aiming for here. If you go past it, then you might be out of bounds and you might need to start this whole thing again. So just be careful when you're making this jump over here and be very slow about it. Going in first person helped me out a little bit, but you'll have to go to first person for this next part anyway. So once you make it to this ledge over here and you can see that little gap in between the wall, you want to just aim and just jump in between that gap. You might need to just thrust up a bit and you'll make it across. Now, once you make it across over here, there's going to be a ton of invisible barriers blocking your path. You can avoid the invisible barriers by making your way towards the water over here. There's a little sweet spot that you can squeeze through, and once you make it here, you just want to jump all the way up this hill. Now, once you make it up this hill, I would recommend that you make a quick save right here, because from this point on, once you jump up, your character will be inside of the water. Now, this is the tricky part of the video, so I would recommend taking aid that increases your O2 regeneration levels, as well as increasing the capacity for it. And I also took some aid that increases my health. All of this should really help you out, just in case if you're struggling to make it across. Once you're ready, jump towards the direction that I'm aiming at, and you'll actually hear your character enter this pool of water. Soon as you enter the pool of water, you want to press the sprint button, whatever it may be for you. So for me, it's the left stick on the console. This will just let you swim a lot quicker. Just make sure that you're keeping your eye on your stamina meter and you're not letting it fill up with CO2. Now, eventually your character will start suffocating, so you want to start using your medkit slowly, and eventually when your health starts getting too low, just keep using medkits to push it right back up. Your goal here is to make it across and squeeze in between the little grok that you see that I'm pointing at here right now. And if you don't do this quick enough, your character will start ascending way too far up to the point where you reach this invisible barrier and you can't actually squeeze under this big rock that you see above us here. It's really important for you to be using your sprint as well as medkits. Continue swimming towards this little gap. Once you make it, you'll start falling right through the water pool, so you just want to jump and use your boost to make it across right over here. Once you reach this point, you want to have your character pushed up against the wall over here, and you'll hit this invisible barrier. Now, whilst running against this invisible barrier, you want to just jump once, which will just auto climb for you. Whilst you're auto climbing, you want to use your boost pack to just push yourself towards the left side over there, and eventually you should be able to squeeze through. Once you've made it to the other side, there's going to be 3 chests that you can go ahead and loot for yourselves. The first chest belongs to the coffee vendor. The second chest, I actually don't know what the shop is. I think it's just a general merchant shop. She sells pretty much everything, but you can pretty much buy everything from her, and then or sell anything you have to her, and then you can go back and then get your money back or get your items back from that chest. But if you've never been to her before, then she's going to have a few things in there for you, some credits. Same thing applies to all of the chests here as well. If you continue taking the path that I'm taking on screen, you'll reach the technician's chest, which is the ship vendor, and this is the one that we're after here. Now just keep in mind that this vendor's inventory will be completely different for you, because it really just matters on what you've sold and what you've bought from this person before. If you recall at the start of the video, I spent 104,000 credits on a ship from this vendor. Now I just got my credits back, as well as I get to keep the ship or even sell it to a different ship vendor in a different system if I wish to. So essentially through this method, you're able to get a ton of free loot, a ton of free credits, as well as getting all of your ships for completely free. Now I understand some of you may not have enough credits to be able to buy these ships, but if you're new to the game, then I would suggest joining the Crimson Fleet faction, because at the end of the story quest, you will get 250,000 credits, as well as some decent weapons. Now I believe we've reached the conclusion of this video. If you found any of the information in this video useful, you can go ahead and support me by getting this video to 25 likes. I'm also currently on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future Starfield content. Anyway, my fellow travelers, have a wonderful day, and as always, peace out.